Hello guys, welcome to the review of the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Now there are a lot of hot of the plate topics to discuss, so let's pick a few. Will Verstappen extend his lead in the championship? Do McLaren really have the pace to beat Ferrari? What could a potential podium look like? A lot to be discussed today, so sit back, relax and enjoy. Let's take a look at the current standings. We have Verstappen leading the charge by being at top of the table, ahead of Hamilton by 4 points. This is the first time Verstappen has led a championship. Are these signs of things to come? Only time will tell. With the ongoing talks of McLaren being a rocket ship on the straights, it will be interesting to see if Norris can hold on to this position he's in at now. Moving on, let's now look at the raging hot battle, Verstappen taking on Hamilton. When the championship started, it looked like Red Bull had the edge over Mercedes, with Verstappen only losing the first race due to a very tactical Mercedes undercut. He did manage to pull back and show his pace in Imola, but recently, especially in Portugal and then in Spain, Mercedes team really did show what they were capable of. Looking at the lap timings pulled by these two drivers, it is quite clear Hamilton was faster than Verstappen in Spain, especially if you look at these two clusters of lap times. Hamilton did most of his lap times faster than Verstappen, with Bottas being a tad bit slower. If straight line speed does play a big factor in Azerbaijan, then it appears Mercedes is going to be in the hunt for a win, especially how they have fared on the top speeds chart. Taking the example of the most recent track, the Spanish GP, Hamilton was ahead of Verstappen in terms of top speed, although Red Bull did manage to adjust the overall balance of the car for Verstappen to make it a bit more competitive when it came to just acceleration. This gap, however, was much larger during the actual race. Assuming Monaco was an anomaly for Mercedes, it does appear that Hamilton might just have the edge over Verstappen in Baku. Is McLaren really faster than Ferrari? These are the top speeds of the drivers during the Portuguese Grand Prix during qualifying. Not much of a difference, as we can see Charles managing to beat both the McLaren drivers. In the Spanish GP, top speed seemed to be with Ferrari, although Norris and Ricciardo crossed the finish line at a much faster pace, which could point out to a higher acceleration of their cars. Top speed during the actual race also does not seem to throw any insight that McLaren is going to be a runaway winner. Now, of course, Leclerc would have been frustrated with his straight line speed during the Imola GP, where he was overtaken quite easily by Norris. But what is to be noted is that Ferrari were using a configuration which gave them a higher downforce. This was done keeping in mind the wetness of the track. If we further look at the lap times pulled by the drivers during the Spanish GP, Ricciardo pulled up some great timings, but Sainz seemed to be matching him and maybe beating him on certain occasions. So all in all, it seems to be an even fight between Ferrari and McLaren as of now. Who comes on top? Only time will tell. Now what about the midfield fight? While we are all hooked up on the McLaren versus Ferrari fight, the other midfield fight has opened up. Looking at the straight line speed, Aston Martin seems to have an actual rocket ship, but they were struggling with the handling so far. That seemed to have been resolved during Monaco, and with Vettel supposedly getting into the groove of things, it looks like they might be the stronger of the other two teams heading into Baku. So finally, what is the podium going to look like? Well, I don't think anybody can accurately guess that, but we sure can take an educated guess on what the starting grid could look like. I particularly feel this could be the starting grid, but we never know. What do you think? Do let us know in the comment section below. That was all from the review of the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Thanks guys for watching and sticking to the end of this review. Do like, subscribe and share if you like this video and if you would want more videos to come up.